Yo, welcome everyone to a brand new video, and today it's time for WOR. As you can see, we are racing around Jeddah circuit, and this is Q1. There are two guys who are not doing qualifying, so that means there's only
where did I go in the last corner?
Three guys to go out in Q1, so it makes it a bit easier for us. First lap time is 26.801, and that was already enough to make it through to Q2. So that's nice, only using one set of tires. Now this is our second Q2 lap. Our first lap was with a used set, and now we're using a fresh set of tires. And you can see we're 4.5 tenths up. Across the line it's a 0.614, currently P2, but we dropped to P3, and now this is our final Q2 lap, and we are 400ths up. I thought I was already safe with the lap time. I did, but I had one set left, as I just only used one set in Q1, and you have 5 sets in total, so I could use one set in Q1, 2 in Q2 and 2 in Q3, because you don't have time to use 3 sets in Q3. So that's why I went out again, and you can see we are a 10 up, so that's quite nice. Now into this left-right chicane, getting as close to the wall as possible, and don't go over that curb too much because you will bottom out. And now this long straight, being as smooth as possible on the steering, and now into this very quick chicane as well. Let's get it close to the wall again. Now we gained another half a ten there, so we're 1.5 tenths up on a 0.6 low, so that's pretty good, I would say. And now the final corner, get it rotated nicely there, 4th gear, get a decent exit. We're almost 2 tenths up and across the line, and we're doing a 0.427.
What's cooking?
And I was quite happy with that. Getting a pole position in one of the qualifyings, at least. Well, not pole position. Getting the fastest lap time in one of the qualifyings. So that gave a small confidence boost there. And now this is our first run in Q3 with a fresh set again. And now the final corner, get it stopped, too early apex, had a moment on exit there.
Last corner.
So we lost quite a bit of time there, unfortunately.
How? I died.
Yeah, fair enough. But I was, as you could hear me say that, very surprised that I got the fastest lap there for a bit. Tom Manley improved on that. But that means that if we can match our lap time and get a good final corner, we turned a tiny bit too early there and carried a bit too much speed on that first left-hander. But now flat out through this S section, or well, yeah, sort of S section, I would say. First sector, at least a 420, and now down this long left, 4th gear, and now still 300ths up, so that's very good. And now this right-left chicane again, very good, just smooth. And now onto this long straight, opening up the DRS again, and again this left-hander, very tricky, close to the wall, not going over the curb too much, and we lost a bit of time there, unfortunately, around 300-400ths. But we know there is a lot of time in the final corner, and you will see as well, braking and getting the car rotated, a good exit, and now you can see the delta
I was looking for in the final corner.
Up, and we've gained around a 10th there. So that's P3 in this qualifying.
Okay.
Hello too. Holy shit.
Tiny bit mistakes in small mistakes in the middle sector.
Jesus.
unfortunately. But I think we can be quite happy with this qualifying.
Yep.
Started from P3 in this race, so let's get into it. Here we are then at the start of the race. You can see we are gonna start on the hard tires, and so did everyone else, and there are 5 red lights. And away we go. They were on for quite a long time, but we managed to get a decent start here. Alvaro down the inside, but we managed to keep our position with a lot of oversteer there. But still staying
Everyone's
in
on hards.
P3. And as I say there, everyone is on hards. But that's actually quite good for us, as we are.
I feel so lost driving around at the top already.
Right.
I have no clue what to do.
Good knowing.
And that's actually true. I was not expecting to start so far ahead.
I need help. What do I do? Do I just stay? Do I leave a gap? Do I close up? I have no idea.
Just try to maintain position.
It might sound weird, but usually we don't start this far up front. It's just quite a bit different.
Just make sure you don't
driving
use
as
all
well.
your areas.
It's just
get
about
mugged off next, right?
defending basically, as I didn't want to push the cars ahead because that would cause chaos, but cars behind were pushing, and now you can see this is what's happened.
Go if you want, Duncan.
Now both Tamas and Alvaro are trying to go for a move here. Now we're gonna go around the outside. We'll keep the outside on that right hand there, manage to keep our position. But this is a lot different than
For
usually.
your info, Duncan, I'd rather attack the ones ahead than be in the threat from those behind if needed.
As Thijs says there, rather attack than defend.
I'd rather attack than defend.
As we lost the
So if you need to,
position.
just blast.
So that was not ideal.
I was on 40%.
But I do agree, looking back at it, instead of trying to maintain position next time,
Right.
we will just try and
He's on
move
35.
forward still. We prefer leading than driving P3, P4, I've just realized. As Thomas pushed us off the track there, we got illegal overtake, so we just about let him pass there and take the position back. But we dropped one position now.
Off there, so.
And ideally you don't want to drop further down than P3, I would say. As from P3 you can still make moves and get into the lead even on this track, as the DRS straights are so long. And now you can see both Tom Manley and Alvaro are going for a move, and Reese Linton drops down to P3, as that was quite tricky because Alvaro went very deep in turn 1 and then stopped basically in turn 2. But I felt like Reese was on quite low wings. I'm not sure if that's correct, but that means in corners we should have an advantage to him, as you could see there. He seems to have a bit of understeer, so now we're gonna use our overtake button and look at the inside, and he's leaving us the space there, and now in this corner we should have more grip. He made a bit of contact there, but nothing to worry about. But we're back into P3, so that's nice, and now Reese is still very close behind us. And also Brendan Lee is coming there, so we have to watch out again.
Brendan 70%.
And not get overtaken by both, because that would be not ideal. And we are also getting quite low on ERS, as Reese Linton is now right next to us, and he really wants to get his top 3 position back, of course. But we're trying to maintain our position here again around the outside, have a better exit, and we squeeze us a tiny bit there, but he backs out of that one. And now in lap P10, that's Brandon Lee and Reese Linton
Brandon's
going
pushing Reese.
side by side, so they are pushing towards us as well. We basically boxed in Reese there on the inside, and now Brandon is on the outside of us, so we have to try and
30% from London. Same as you.
stay ahead of him. So we try and box him in right behind Tom Manley there, and now again around the outside on this right-hander turn 2, and Brandon backed out of that. Now 4 laps later, it was a bit more calm with Brandon behind, so I was quite happy with that. But now in lap 15 it's around pit stop phase, and I think there were 3 guys already who boxed. Oh, not yet. They're gonna box this lap. But now people want to get up ahead to get that advantage with the pit stops. And now you can see we're 3 wide heading into this corner, and again Alvaro is keeping his leading position. We're side by side with Tom Manley, and we managed to stay ahead of Brandon Lee at least. So that's basically what we had to do here, and keep our 3rd position again.
You see.
Right.
But now the virtual safety car, so we are basically forced to box to not lose a lot of lap time. So we are gonna follow the top 2 guys in, but then
And we're double stacked. Okay.
Oh my.
Oh my god. No way.
we got double stacked right behind
Right, this
Alvaro.
game is toast. Somebody else double stacked as well.
I mean, no idea.
So that's just, yeah, very, very unlucky. Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and there's Lucas.
As Lucas wanted to give me a friendly kiss there, I think.
Is Lucas up?
But yeah, that's just very, very unlucky, because you can't know who your teammate is in the race. And now we drop down to P14 with only 7 laps to go. So that's very tough, as there are also tiny gaps, as Lucas and Benz were losing the DRS to the guys ahead. So we have to close that gap first, as we got past Benz right now. And we took the fastest lap, so that's a good thing. Now in lap 19 you can see
Oh
cars
my
ahead.
god, am I seeing?
You can see debris, so that's Ruben Pedreño and Thomas Gao, who both have picked up damage, so that's good for us. So that's 2 free positions.
I got 10% ahead of you.
We managed to get up to P10. Now Ben Sabo overtook us on the main straight, but on this lap we're gonna try and get him back using our battery, and I felt like we had a bit more pace anyway, so I was quite happy he let us through there. So we're up to P9 now, with Istvan Puki right ahead of us. I think he had some slight wing damage as well, and we do have a lot better exit, and using our battery again, and he doesn't do the same, so that's us up to P8. So we're still
65.
We're still
60
in
now.
for points, and we're right behind Will Lewis now. We're sort of putting him under pressure there, but not trying to overtake him, as we made some slight contact there on the entry. But now it's just about saving as much battery as we can for the final
Last laps will be aggressive.
straights on this circuit, as that's when everybody else will
Yeah,
blast
Brandon's
the
on
ERSs.
40% leading.
So we have to be prepared for that, as Fabrizio says that Brendan has 40% and he is leading.
Shut up as
So
much as you can,
that basically means he will be in trouble, as there are
We're on
around
80%.
10 cars behind him with probably way more battery, plus DRS and slipstream. So we are just preparing for that final straight, and We're currently on 70-80% battery now, and just trying to get a good accident. Now we're going to use our battery, and Istvan was quite far away, so that was good to see. Now Will Lewis is ahead of us, 1.5 tenths, and cars ahead, you can see they are battling, and then there goes Brendan Lee, and he makes contact, and he lost quite some time there, and he went from P1 to P7, and we are going to finish in P8.
These more.
That was.
How could you be a third car
stupid,
into the
man.
pits and get double stacked?
How many DNFs? What is this, man? Yeah, unlucky Duncan.
Yeah, oh well.
So, unfortunately,
just
we
no
only got
buffer
P8,
anyway.
and our fastest
Yeah.
lap got taken away
Just like
by
going to
someone
casino.
else. So that's not nice for
Yeah,
them.
it is indeed.
But anyway,
Like in Las Vegas,
still
we
managed to get some
me and
points.
August got
It's obviously
like
just
90.
unlucky, but I think we can be happy with how
I
qualifying
had the
went,
effort. I was gonna need
how the
some-
race pace was.
community service.
I'm gonna.
So yeah, it is what it is. Everyone, thanks for
Fucking
watching,
horse game.
and I'll catch you guys next time.